Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Hello there, YouTubers. I'm back. I had planned on making a new video for a couple other things, but there was something that happened this past week that I just couldn't resist making a reaction video to. I guess I'm about a week behind the curve on this, but the name of the video that I saw posted through the name of the video I saw posted in the form of links on Facebook, Twitter, and a couple of other things is Homosexual delivered at COGIC 107th Holy Convocation. Now, I don't know if you've seen this video. I'm pretty sure you have, because it's gone from thousands to hundreds of thousands to, I think, a couple of million views on several of the different versions of the clip. What really spurred me on to make a video about this is that it's usually a good sign that a clip is either blown up, I mean way up, or it's about to jump the shark, when they start sampling sound bites from it and making them into music videos, which has already happened. So I just wanted to give you my take on what I thought of the video, and just wow, okay. Well, I've seen the video in different forms and different edits, I'd say about maybe half a dozen times. And the first thing I'd like to say about it is that the hypocrisy on display in that video is just blinding. It's incredible. I just could not believe it, to the point where I actually had to watch it a second time after the first time I saw it to make sure that I'd seen and heard what I thought I was seeing and hearing. I lived in Georgia for several years, and I grew up in D.C., so I know the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area pretty well. Anybody who's had any dealings with some, I won't say all, but some of the black churches knows damn well what goes on behind the scenes and what some of them can really be like. You know, you've got pastors and other clergy people who are baby daddies to other people's wives. Some of the husbands don't even know about it, don't know their kids are not really theirs. Some probably have a pretty good idea. And on top of, you know, some of the incest problems, the drinking, gambling, child molestation, you know, people committing statutory rape on a regular basis. And we're not talking, you know, 18, 19-year-old girls or guys. We're talking much younger than that. With all that going on, what do they focus on? They focus on the punk sissies that walk around with the bow ties and the purses with their makeup on, or whatever the hell it was the guy said in not just that video, but another one prior to that, that showed him preaching a sermon that was just so out of bounds, it's not even funny. But here's the thing. Deflection is the oldest trick in the book for any bullies or any people that want to persecute other people, people who are different, people who are not like them. Because the more that you can focus on someone else's shortcomings, the more likely people will turn on them and not notice all the BS that you're doing behind the scenes. And that's what a lot of these churches use. That's what COGIC definitely uses. And if you check out a couple of the other videos, reaction videos that people have done, some of them really go in and they focus on a lot of stuff that people don't have to know about. Like, for example, these conventions these churches have, how they are just hotbeds of absolute orgiastic activity from the same people who get in the pulpits talking about, you know, if you want to be a girl, the Lord should put all the stuff on you that a girl has, including having monthlies so that you bleed out your ass. Well, he didn't say ass, he said butt. But still, you get the picture. I guess what I want to speak to more importantly is the young man who was part of the video. Well, he is the video, basically. You know, I don't like men's no more. I like women, 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 blah, 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 you know, that guy, the 21-year-old. A story came out shortly after the break of the video, after it went viral, that the pastor is being investigated now for embezzlement and that this young man may have been in on it. I would hate to think that he was coerced, that part of what may have gotten him involved was them preying on his confusion, on his need to belong, to be part of a community, to feel more normal again. Because, look, speaking as a black gay man who's been in a relationship for almost 20 years, knock on wood, and been a happy relationship for that long, I can tell you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, everyone's coming out process is different. It goes through different stages, and it's always different for different people. Maybe this is part of his coming out process, and maybe this will be something to set his feet on the path to finally open up his eyes to live his own truth. I'm not going to preach the same kind of gospel, pun intended, definitely, that other people are preaching about how if you are an LGBT person, you know, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or questioning, and you're a part of these mega churches where you are hammered Sunday after Sunday, time and time again, by these messages of you're going to hell. You need to convert. You need to find Jesus Christ. You need to do this. You need to do that. And yet you stay. And people are telling you that it's your own damn fault for putting up with this bullshit, pardon my French, and not saying or doing anything about it. And yet you still continue to support these organizations through their choirs, their music departments, their bands, that kind of thing. I kind of understand why people would find it hard to break away because of family traditions. You know, your grandfather, your great-grandfather, your dad, and now you're going to the same church. So it's something that's supposed to be unbroken, a matter of family tradition. The thing about it is, think about it. You're a grown adult. You're a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman now. Nobody can be able to tell you that you need to sit there and take that. I think it really is up to you to decide what the lesser two evils is. Do you want to continue being part of a community that will never, ever truly accept you no matter how hard you try, how hard you work, or how much you tithe? Or is it time to break away, develop your own personal relationship with God or Jesus Christ or the higher power, however you want to think of it? And just say to yourself, what's more important is that I love myself, that I'm comfortable in my own skin, that I have my own relationship with whatever the higher power is, and it's nobody else's damn business what I do or if I do. Everybody needs to come to that point at some time in their lives, and sometimes it takes people no time at all to get there, or it takes them a very long time, sometimes their entire lives. So this young man, this 21-year-old, who is the star attraction of this video, I'm hoping that he does find some sense of peace, whether or not he knowledgeably was involved in this shady stuff, you know, behind the scenes, or maybe not so knowledgeably. But I'm still pretty much convinced that they used his mental state of mind, I mean the whole way he has of looking at himself to become part of that. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not, but you got to live your truth and you have to realize your truth in whatever way that fate has intended. But basically that's what I had to say about that. And I made this video mostly because someone out there might be in a church like this COGIC church, might be involved with AME, with a Presbyterian or a Catholic or a Lutheran, or some other kind of church that just is not helping meet their needs. And I think the time has come for a lot of us to decide whether or not we want to continue putting up with being oppressed, being depressed, being put through a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, and a lot of changes that you don't have to go through, especially the kind where they say, in order to fit in with us, you've got to get married, you got to have kids, you have to settle down and live a normal lifestyle. If you're thinking about doing that and you know that you're a gay man who loves other men and knows that this has been the core part of your being for most of your lifetime, if not all of your lifetime, I would urge you to sit down and reconsider. I mean, really, really think about this, because I think the greatest sin of all that you can commit is to not only lie to yourself, but to potentially destroy the lives of other people who you'll eventually become involved with, because they don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. And whatever pastor or father or preacher or whatever is telling you that is full of shit, because you don't know what he might be doing. You don't know how trustworthy he may be or not. And even knowing that or not knowing that should not make any difference with what makes you happy and what makes you more a fully realized person. And I hope that by seeing this video and hearing this message, it will help you in some way come to that realization. And if it doesn't, then maybe something else will have to, come along later on in your life and give you that shake by the shoulders and just say, wake up. This is your life. It is a very short life. We like to think of it as a lot longer, but not the day nor the hour. You could go to bed tonight and not wake up ever again. You know what I mean? So whatever opportunities, whatever mentors you need to seek out, whatever advice that you need to try to find, go to a friend, go to somebody that you think you can trust and talk this through. But that's basically all I wanted to say about this. Hopefully the next video I make will be a little bit more on the positive tip about some subjects that are more fun than this. And I hope to, whoever's up there, if there's anybody up there, that I don't have to do this again in another week, because some other viral video is going to come out with more of this kind of crap coming from churches. But that's all I wanted to say. So I hope you all are having a good evening. I will talk to you again soon. Take care and peace out.